Good evening. This is my little pillow bird you may have seen in the background before. I wanted to take today to talk about my day. Um, a thing that I also wanted to spend some time talking about in this channel is sort of talking about I sort of like my journey and in the sense that I want to show that even a person like me can accomplish something that I aim for. Or, even a person like me is capable of doing something. I don't really know how to explain it, but for example, you know, I think a lot of people can relate. Today after my internship, earlier today, earlier today in the morning, basically, I realized, I haven't been keeping up with my progress in one of like an online course that I'm taking right now. And I was like, okay, when I come back, I'm going to do some of that. I'm going to get some progress in tonight after I work. Long and behold, after I came back from work, not having like a huge plan or anything, I came back, started cooking, you know, a lot of food. I cooked a lot. But once I finished cooking my dinner and sat down, I decided to watch some YouTube. And I ended up aimlessly spending my time on YouTube, going through videos that I wasn't even, too like entertained with. It always felt like I was trying to find a video to distract myself. And to be honest, I've been through so many days like this. After a day of school, go back home, rest, get your mind off of things. And I can see myself doing that in the future as well. Getting back from work, tired, you don't want to do anything. And the thing is, like, even now to the future, if I want to do more than just my job, I need to spend the time outside of my job pursuing those goals. But with all this stuff on the internet that takes away so much of your attention, it's so hard to maintain that focus sometimes. And I'm not going to entirely, not watch YouTube or, completely banish it from my computer. You know, one thing I slowly realized over my experience as a human, I'm 21 by the way, that, I've always had this two sides of me that I realized. One side of me is like the me that is built from all the habits that I've built over the years from childhood to like right now, right? And there's me, the dreamer, where I want to do so many things, and I motivate myself. I find any way to motivate that you know uh you could say habits me, right? The former me, to achieve those goals. And those habits include, watching YouTube, playing video games, and all that. But that dreamer, he's always up and early in the morning. And he's like, okay, today is going to be that day, and I'm gonna do all this stuff. But as you go on throughout your day, without if you don't have a clear plan, your habits start taking over. If you don't have intention, your habit you will be taking over. And that's sort of what happened today. And, you know, I'm not too surprised. And, I won't be too harsh on myself. It's because, you know, given that I didn't have a plan or, an intention, it was natural that this was going to happen. But it's good. Now that I'm even making a video right now, sitting down to make this video and calling myself out for it, that's one step forward. However, how I take a step forward after this realization is what's also very important. And I need to play a very careful dance between this dreamer and that me that is filled with habits that dreamer is trying to change, right? And I realized, you know, right now it's the summer. Over the spring semester, I was going through a phase, like this strong self-improvement phase. And I really, that dreamer side of me, that side that really, like, tries to beat your habits, that side of me, that intentional side of me, beat myself. I beat myself. Like, not in the weird way, but I beat myself down to the ground. I hated myself. I didn't like how I was, who I was. I was I was like purely disgusted by myself. And I actually plan on making a video about that, about my spring semester. Because that was a whole experience. Um, but I realized, of course, there are times when I need to be, okay, I can't always be having fun or can't always be letting go. Um, but at the same time, I need to be more intentional with rewarding myself. Because every time I feel like I'm relaxing, I feel guilty. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like I didn't deserve it or something. I don't know. Basically, you know, for as long as my dreamer side can take control, it's kind of like a muscle. You slowly let go because you lose your grip. Like if you're hanging on a pole, start losing your grip, right? And that's just tough. You're gonna eventually let go and you're gonna be mad at yourself. Why did you let go? And I realized one thing that I do want to change. Because, past me, when I was trying to change myself, I really beat myself down to the ground. And I did not let like my habit self come out. And when it did, it was out of exhaustion. It was out of exhaustion. Like, oh my goodness, that's it. My habit side just had to come out, you know. But this time, I'm going to negotiate with myself a bit. I realized that it's also a lot better to pull myself out of me. Pull yourself out yourself, your body, and look at yourself objectively. That's another person, right? That's a person that's an amalgamation of your entire life, the habits that you built. That's the being right there. And there's you, there's me, that the one that I'm talking right now, the ones that's talking right now, trying to negotiate with this being, right? You're in charge of taking care of that guy. You're in charge of taking care of him. But what's the best course of action? You can't be a tyrant. If you're a tyrant, he won't want to follow with what you're saying, right? So you have to negotiate. And that's what exactly I did today. Before hitting the sack, I was like, man, I didn't do anything today. All I did was come back, cook a lot of food, buy a lot of groceries, but all I did was be on YouTube, and I did not touch that class at all. And I did not work out. Man, man, man. That's just bad. And I felt like I couldn't really go to sleep like that. And that's when I decided that I was going to, before I slept, I felt like I wanted to do something intentionally. I was going to negotiate with my habit guy, saying, hey, you know, we're going to take a 5 minute walk, right? 5 minute walk, literally in front of our door. It's literally not that far. Just going to take a 5 minute walk. And when we're done, we're going to come back and I will intentionally go play Valorant Swift play. I don't play Valorant that much, but I will go ahead and reward myself with one game because I need to build that trust with my habit self. I need to learn how to negotiate with that guy and build that trust. You know, of course, there's so much more to this, but that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So I already finished that 5 minute walk, and now I'm back. I am declaring my deal with my habit self right now, and I will go now play a game of Valorant. So good for me. And after that, of course, it's not the best to play a game before you sleep, but this is what I promised myself, and that's what I would do. So I hope you also maybe took something away from this. Feel free to, give your thoughts about, how you relate to my experience, maybe how you want to improve. And yeah, I hope to, continue to make more videos. You see how cute this guy is? But yeah, I hope you have a good night, good day, whenever you see this video, and bye bye.